diving suit. baby. That's right. Welcome to the playground.
You can't see if I'm saluting you.
I am always saluting you. That is an inside fucking joke that a lot of people don't get. Well, some people get it, but Nugs gets it. Yeah. Welcome in. What up, Broken Patriot? How you doing? I caught the bug we can't talk about. On your trip to Ohio, oh man, you got to go to Ohio? That had to be hella fun. I wish I got to go to Ohio. Damn. Me drinking a Jack and Coke this evening, and it's delicious. Oh, it's been a hard day. Sorry, I'm doing. Yeah, I've been doing some side stuff. I haven't been on YouTube in a minute. Hello, everybody. I'm going to try to watch my cursing. Apparently, that might have been getting me in trouble, Nugs.
Really?
It could have been. Cursing is no longer allowed on YouTube. I don't know. I think maybe. I mean, it's technically legal in our state. Recreationally legal in our state. And I mean, I have all sorts of health conditions. I mean, verifiable. Google, you know about my health conditions. I've many a time typed them into your search engine to find a solution for whatever is ailing me at the moment. So I'm sure you have all my medical information. So you understand, Google. You understand it's medical. It's necessary. So I appreciate that. Thank you so much for being an understanding corporation over the years and to be so firm and so stern.
Marijuana has no political or racial or any kind of affiliations. It loves all people.
Equally.
All people.
Yep. Nugs already coming in with the stone logic. I appreciate that. All right, so welcome back to YouTube. Oh my goodness, welcome back, Broken Patriot. I'm so glad you're here. I'm glad to see you on once in a while too. I haven't caught in a lot because I see you reposting other people's videos. I have to be honest, Broken Patriot. I pass on those, right? And if it's you and it's you in front of a camera, I'm more likely to click on it. But you know, the other stuff, nah, I just pass on. As far as financial stuff, yeah, we're working towards getting our finances in order. Trying to be not a poor and Guns Coast. I'm referencing Guns Coast to Coast. He's not able to make it, but he assures me that he's going to catch the rewind, which is horrific because that. First of all, if there is a rewind, congratulations to me because it'll be the first time anybody's been able to watch a stream on replay in a very long time. So if I'm able to pull that off, that's amazing. By the way, the lady in the bottom corner that you're probably all wondering who it is, I'm going to turn her off. That's actually me. Bye. That is a Twitch thing. For those who don't know, I do stream live on Twitch under Stinger's Playground. So if you're into that kind of thing, you're more than welcome to come in and say hi. But basically what that is that's me being able to play with a few close friends and my daughter who thoroughly enjoys game nights over there. So yeah, I'll do anything for the kid. You gotta understand that. And if you don't, that's on you. Anyway, financially, I'm wanting to get out of my current environment. I am tired of living like a poor. I am tired of paying more than I should pay in certain aspects of my life. So, I'm looking at smarter people in my circle and I'm asking questions, like, okay, obviously what I'm doing ain't working. And I'll tell you what, the best advice I have for you, if you want to get out of a current situation, you want to improve your situation, find somebody whose situation is something that you would like and ask them some questions about how they got to that situation. So yeah, I'm asking a lot more questions than I usually ask. Some people are very responsive to those questions, which is amazing, and some, you know, I find out that, maybe I shouldn't ask them the question. But I started a business, and at first it was, well, the wife pays too much in taxes, right? And if we start a business, then I have to pay myself a salary because we started it as an S corp, which I had to learn what the fuck that even meant, and I still don't really think I fully understand it. However, what it means for the most part for me is that I have to pay myself a wage, and that wage will come out of our money. This is very simplistic, right? And instead of being taxed for one person, it'll be taxed for two. Yes, exactly. So that was the very start of it. But it ended up being a little bit more than that because of the fact that I was like, well, if I did start up a business, what would I start up? What do I know? Well, I do stream. I streamed on YouTube for a very long time, and I would love to keep streaming on YouTube. I stream on Twitch, you know, so I know it. I've been doing it. I've been streaming. I've been doing YouTube for years. I don't know a lot. There are a lot of things I like to dabble in, but the things that I like legit know is how to hook it up. I can get it to work. I can make it do fun things. Like that lady that was on the screen. She actually talks when somebody comments. Now, I don't think she's hooked up for YouTube, so I don't think she would talk for YouTube. But she talks on Twitch. So anybody who leaves a comment, it reads the comment, which is super cool. Anyway, I geek out over doing stuff kind of like that. So the business idea was that maybe I set up streaming services for businesses or small businesses anyway, looking to have some sort of streaming set up for meetings, online presence. That could even go then into churches for their online services. They're going to need a website. They're going to need audio mixer. They're going to need cameras. They're going to need microphones. They're going to need a switchboard. They're going to need all sorts of things to broadcast their service to the internet. They might even need a website.
They might even need a video wall if they're Megatron.
Or a video wall. And looking a little bit into it, it is an actual company. It's a legit
thing.
It's a legit thing. There are companies already out there. I don't know how many competitors technically I have. I think I have two in the state of Arizona. So I'll be going up against them, and I have to research all that, which is very scary. And for someone like myself who hasn't really done a lot of this kind of stuff before, this will be the first time I've ever tried to start my own business. So we'll see how that goes. I'm hopefully optimistic. What up, Gerald B, and welcome in. It's nice to see you. I thought I had moved my chat over here, but oh, did I? Probably. Hey, Gerald, how have you been? I know the wife talks to you guys every once in a while, but I don't. I'm a horrible friend. But you shouldn't feel bad because, I'm like that for everybody. So, you been doing? Yeah. Nobody's dying, and what was the other thing I said? No one. Anyway. Yeah, we're all right. We're okay. I'm trying to get our money in order. I've gotten us down to, well, I am personally in debt for about $4,000. And I'm going to be hopefully getting that taken care of this week. If not, probably by the end of the year. The whole idea of that is that, once we get our credit fixed, we can buy a house. I'm looking to move I'm trying to move. I'm actively saving money, even though I have debt still. I have money saved cash right now, just kind of a go fund, just in case kind of money, like if shit goes down. Because, well, I mean, looking at things and how they are, it looks kind of volatile around the world a little bit, and so being a little bit paranoid as I am, I like to maybe have a little cash on hand. So I got a little cash on hand. I got a little silver on hand. I got a little. Well, I don't have any more gold on hand. I got rid of that. Oh, I gotta get some more gold. I miss gold. Gold is cool. I do like collecting gold. But it's hard too because it's expensive and I'm a poor. And getting over the poor mentality, that guns coast to coast, you have inspired me. I no longer wish to be poor. And so that's why I looked into it. I was like, the wife, bless her heart, she's smart. Oh man, she's super smart. And the company she works for absolutely loves her. They just gave her a brand new position, probably with a salary boost. I don't even want to tell you how much, but let's just say it's well over six figures. But at the same time, tax man come. Oh boy, he take. And it's not like we're living high on the hog. I have we have one vehicle. It's a 2007 Dodge Caliber. It's got plenty of things wrong with it that I should fix. We paid it off though. The wife got in an accident with the truck and broke my truck. And because I had insurance on the truck, they gave me some money. And with that money, we bought that Dodge Caliber straight up for cash, because the truck was paid off and I didn't want to get into new payments. My whole idea of credit is it's best not to use it. Or there's two lines of thinking in my thought process with credit. One, you either don't use it at all because it's from the devil. And only suckers pay extra when they can pay cash. Or they're the sucker, right, for giving me credit in the first place. Remember the TV that we took home back in the day, Nugs? From Best Buy. We went to Best Buy. This is what, 2006? 2005? Somewhere around the mid 2000s. We go into Best Buy. And we're looking around, looking at all these big TVs. Oh man, I've been wanting a big TV all my life. And I'm seeing these big screen TVs in 2005s. You know how expensive they are. And I just looking. I'm just looking. And the guy's like, "Hey, would you like us to run your credit? You like that TV, sir?" "I sure do." "Go ahead, run my credit. See what happens." Well, guess what? They done said we were approved.
Well, we got that thing in the back of the car somehow, sticking out the windows.
Yeah, we couldn't get it out the doors fast enough, right? They're like, "You're approving us? Holy crap! I wasn't prepared for an approval. I was prepared for denial." We had this little four-door car. It was like a Ford Taurus. Yeah, was not big enough for this TV, and so we had to roll down the windows during winter, so that the edges of the TV could poke out either side of the windows as we drove this down the freeway to our house. Never paid one payment on it after that, and I'm sure that was probably taken care of with a bankruptcy.
It was.
Yeah, so I've bankrupted twice, I believe. Yes, Nugs.
Once.
Oh, I've only done it once.
Yeah.
Oh hell yeah, I feel better about that. All right, so I've done gone bankrupt once at least.
More
Sucks.
than-
Yeah, but it's still technically on my credit. I saw it on my Credit Karma the other day. So getting your credit in order, making sure your taxes are paid, buying gold and silver and stocks and things like that. So I do have some stocks in Robinhood. I do have some silver. I used to have some gold. I had to get rid of it because bills came due. And when bills come due, sometimes you gotta dig deep. And I didn't have enough in savings. And that right there wasted money and should be a lesson to anybody who's thinking about putting money into gold and silver right now that hasn't paid off their debt. Like, gold and silver are fun. Stocks and investments are fun. And I want to save and I want to retire too. But that debt, dude, I have a Disney trip that I'm trying to pay off on my credit card. That's the $3,800 debt that I owe. Um, that I've been owing probably for at least a decade now, right now, or close to it. No, we took her probably not a decade. It's a while. And I just saw it go up. I was literally on Credit Karma thinking about contacting these people to pay it. And I saw the number go up. I was like, are you kidding me? It just went up because of the interest. So I'm trying to pay that off. Then also doing this business, I've got a lot more to learn. I have to pay off my debt or I have to get my credit in order so that I can apply for a business credit card. That's some bullshit. I was not aware of that when I first started the business. When I first started the business, apparently I didn't do enough research, but I was assuming that that was a whole separate entity with its own separate credit score, starting off at zero, and that would be great. But it was not. So yes, I have to get my credit in order. I have about $4 or $5,000 worth. I think I can talk them down quite a bit. I'm gonna try to take care of that this year, and after that, well, investing in the stock market, trying to get dividends to a certain degree, but how many dividends do you really need? There's some people on YouTube that we were watching that just swear by the dividends. And the dividends are good, but there's other people that say, well, if you just did the other stocks that don't pay the dividends, they can perform just as well because they don't pay the dividends. So there's a few lines of thought on that. And I have not educated myself enough on it yet. Uh, I'm a slow learner. It takes me a while to grasp things and concepts. So I have to take it slow. And right now I'm working towards the business. Right? I've got to make sure that the taxes are correct. I've got to make sure that if I need a license in order to operate in the state of Arizona, I have all the licensing I need. I've got to make sure that I have all the tax requirements that I need in order to charge sales tax and all that for each city, each county, things like that. Because I legit, like, kind of want to do something with this business. Once I fix the credit and am able to apply for a business loan, then I can buy the mixers, the cameras. I already know the cameras. I own the cameras. Currently, I'm educating myself on the stuff that I don't know by volunteering in my church. That's another thing I'm doing. So if you want to start your own business, at least what I am doing and what I would suggest, volunteer in the thing that you want to start your business in or work in that industry. Get the knowledge for free if you can. And then use that for your advantage. So I'm volunteering in my church. I'm learning everything about the audio mixer. I already know some, right? But I'm humbling myself and making sure that I'm asking questions instead of saying, "Oh yeah, yeah, I do this and that." That's just my own personality problem that I have. I get high and mighty on things I think I know. Anyway, so I'm trying to educate myself on all the inner workings on what goes into that, and from that interaction and from that knowledge, I'll have a better idea of what materials and what equipment I need to buy. And then basically, we'll be renting that out to the businesses for a monthly fee and keeping the upkeep, right? So if they have any issues, I'll go over there and fix it for them. No problem. So that's the business side. The moving side seems like it keeps taking a back seat and I hate it. I want to move to southern Indiana. I've decided. There's a few reasons why I want to move to Southern Indiana. One, it's super close to my daughter, but not too close. So that's the main reason. I want to get closer to my daughter. She lives currently in Wisconsin, and I'm in Arizona. And in order to see her, oh, it's a lot of work. I've been able to see her twice since she moved out, and it's just never enough time. And I would like to be able to see her more regularly. So Southern Indiana would be pretty far away, but technically it wouldn't be in Wisconsin. I don't want to live in Wisconsin. I've already lived in Wisconsin. Not to mention, she's not even sure if she's going to stay in Wisconsin. However, I think she will because she just bought a house. So that's probably going to keep her there for a while. Although she says that that won't necessarily keep her there. Anyway, other reason is it's close to a good friend of mine, Irish, obviously. And the thought of being able to hang out with Irish on a daily basis and either work on business stuff or just whatever, I don't even care. The thought of being able to hang out with Irish in any capacity on a regular is extremely attractive. However, moving there is not so simplistic, right? The wife has a really good job where she's at right now. She doesn't technically have to go in, and she gets paid a really, really good salary, as I said. So the dilemma is, do we continue with everything that's going on here, or do we move to Southern Indiana? So there's the financial part of it says stay here. The financial part of it says go ahead and start that business, make it a success. The wife can continue in her job, in her capacity. I mean, she's meeting with the CEOs and the top people on the board of the company that she works for. So, I mean, she is making inroads to high seating positions, like people who will give you stock tips, people who will tell you who their tax accountant is, people who want to take you golfing and on private fucking jets. That's what happens if we stay. Possibly. But Southern Indiana is closer to family and friends. And I can't decide. I'm having a real hard time deciding what's most valuable in my life, you know? And I have other reasons keeping me here too. We have a neighbor. I talk about her once in a while, Joyce. We've adopted. She's a nice lady. And we've got a lot of issues going on with that right now too, which sucks. She has, well, before we knew her, there was another family living on the block, and they had a son, and his name was Andrew, and he was a delinquent, and apparently his parents didn't like him very much, and she took him in like a stray cat because she's an old lady and she has a lot of stray cats, and we love her, even though she has a lot of stray cats. But she took him in as a stray cat, and he got in a lot of trouble when he was a kid and went to jail. He got out of jail and was trying to get his life back in order. So we thought, or you know how it goes. I mean, with all the best intentions. But every once in a while there's that slip up. And so far there has been a slip up. And he's not doing so great right now. And he's living with her. And that's not great. So hopefully soon he won't be living with her anymore. But at the same time, because he was trying to get his life in order, I decided to help him out as well financially. All right. He needed transportation. So I bought a vehicle, helped fix it up a little bit, not too much, but all the money is mine. And told him that he could make payments. We made it all legal. It's in writing, and he has to make his payments. But he is $100 short, and I'm a little upset about that. We'll see. And I'm not really hopeful. I'm actually worried about it. He's been having some issues lately. So that might end badly, and I'm afraid of that. And it's unfortunate because you try to do nice things for people too. And where do you draw the line on what you do nice for people? Because I think I went too far with the nicety on this, right? I went ahead, and I'll tell you right now, I did go too far. I saw a guy who's trying to get his life in order. I'm also trying to get my life in order. I have a lot of issues, and I'm trying to work through them. And so he is as well. And so I was like, you know what? I'm going to buy this truck. This truck is $4,000. I'm going to buy this truck. He needs a truck to get to work and back, right? I'm going to sign contracts. We're going to sign contracts. And basically, I'm gonna own the truck, and he's gonna buy it from me, right? So we signed all the papers. We did all that. He paid me $1,000 down. He paid me the first month when that first came around. This is the second payment due, and he's $100 short on a 12-month payment. I mean, he only has to make payments for 12 months. Did I add any extra money for myself? Did I put any interest in there? No. Am I making a dime off of this? No. And that right there, I think is an issue. Like, you need to be able to do nice things for people to a degree, right? Like this, I should have definitely charged something. After I after I'd gone through all of it, I was like, man, I should at least charge them $800, you know? Just add an extra $800 on top of it. It's like you're gonna make the payments on that. But nope, I didn't. Lessons. That was a lesson learned. It's an expensive lesson. Why? Because I'll probably own that truck. Most likely, I'm going to have to repossess that truck, which is going to cost me money because the fuck if I'm going to go get it myself. This dude, well, let's just say he's got issues. I might not have to go get it. He might just abandon it when he goes back to prison. I don't know. But I'm about to have a 1977 custom Chevy 20. Yeah, it's a custom 20, right? Yeah, it's a custom 20. It's got a 350 in it, brand new engine, but he's banged that truck up quite a bit since. So it's got a lot of work that it needs to be done. But most likely, I'm going to be getting that truck back here within the next month or two. I'm going to have to fix it up and either resell it or keep it for myself. We'll see what I do with that. I'm not sure. It's a nice truck. If you've seen my Facebook post, you've seen it. So yeah, that's going on. Stock market. I've been following Guns Coast to Coast. If you don't know who he is, I feel bad for you because he's amazing. He actually commented. He's let me see if I can go to his page. See. No. Hmm. Well, check out Guns Coast to Coast. He's got great tips. I was gonna say tits. He might have great tits. I don't know. I haven't seen him. Oh hell. I miss YouTube. I think that's okay to say on YouTube, yeah? Hopefully. Oh, if this is still on replay, I'm surprised. All right. Other than that, the stock tips that he gives, I don't know. You got to be careful with stocks, right? You got to do your own research. There's a lot to learn. A lot to learn. As I said, I'm a slow learner, right? It takes me a while to learn something. Especially if I'm not really super interested in it. However, the more I see that we waste, the more interested I get. You'd be surprised how much money you waste on a normal basis. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. We're trying to get our finances in order, hoping to move relatively soon. I don't know if that's going to happen or not, but we are saving. I'm continuously saving cash. I don't know why. But when the banks say that you can't withdraw more than $10,000 without alerting an IRS agent, I just, a little at a time. Where I can. I'm gonna get a little cash back today. Get that cash back. Oh, is that free cash back? Hell yeah. Get some more cash. You never know when you're going to need it. So we are preparing to move. We have no destination. We don't know if we're moving into the state of Arizona or if we're moving to southern Indiana. But I'll tell you right now, I think there is opportunity in southern Indiana. It's just uncertain. And that's the scary part, right? So Nugs has a great job. Nugs has great people there. Nugs has a great opportunity there. There's nothing saying that she couldn't have that same there in southern Indiana. The only problem with it, though, Nugs, is you have to start over. It's the starting over part. Is it worth the starting over? You're already like talking to the CEO, talking to the people on the board. You're on the ends. You're going to be going on trips, maybe. You might not even be a contract employee soon. They might actually put you on salary, which would actually be a pay cut.
One of those things. Like, they may be on remote, but I definitely wouldn't have the FaceTime and interactions with them, and I probably wouldn't.
Yeah. Yeah, I do think that you going to their actual events is very important. Even if you work remote, you should always make an effort to go to any event that they have, to put your face there, because those interactions are very important. So Nugs does work remote most of the time, which is helpful because it saves us a lot of money on gas. We are very blessed to live where we live currently, kind of. Let me tell you about that a little bit. We live in the ghetto, like in the shooting every fucking night, hypodermic needle on my fucking street, running homeless people off my property every fucking night almost. Sometimes, well, not every night, but sometimes it seems like that. We live in the fucking ghetto. And I want to get out of here so bad. It's not safe. It's just not safe. But what do? We have a decent rent. We rent from a church. They have not raised our rent once since we lived here, and we pay under $900 a month. With Nugs making well over six figures. So to only pay $900 a month when you're making that kind of salary, that's nice. It's nice. We're able to pay off that debt. We're able that, and that's the only way, really, is to live beneath your means. If you want to pay off your debt, and out of any of the advice that I've given, which I hope you haven't taken any of this advice, but if you do, the advice I would tell you to take is get out of debt as fast as possible. And in order to do that, live beneath your means. You have to live well beneath your means in order to do that. And we've been living well beneath our means for a very long time. And just today, I was complaining about living where we live because I just cannot stand how unsafe it is to live here. It upsets me how unsafe it is to live here, and I want to change that. However, it's not necessarily time yet, and that's upsetting because meanwhile, I'm like, well, what happens if it happens tomorrow? Well, there's the risk you have to take, right? You pray to God, you hope that, nothing happens to you from today until March or whenever your day is that you're thinking that you're going to get out of that situation or whatever. But, I have a certain timeline. I think we're going to be out of debt before the end of the year. Once I'm out of debt, pretty sure my credit, well, at least I'll be able to get a credit card. With that credit card, I'm going to pay a bill, right? That's my idea. Let me know in the comments if I'm wrong. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to apply for a personal credit card on my personal credit. And I'm going to pay a fucking bill. I don't care what it is. Oops. Sorry, YouTube. I said an F word. Damn. Okay, well, if if this is no longer replayable, we know why it is. Stinger said an F word. Anyway. So I'm going to try to improve my credit by paying a bill every month. And I'm going to pay it early. I'm not going to pay it on time. I'm going to pay it early every single month. and that should hopefully increase my personal credit. Then I'm going to get a phone for the business, a few things for the business technically, and hopefully get that a credit card for the business that then I can pay those for the business. Even if I'm not making any money on the business, right? I'm not making a dime because well, I don't have anything to give anybody yet. I can still have a business phone. So then I'll go get myself a business phone, a business credit card once I improve my own credit. And then with that business credit card, pay that business phone line. Right? That's going to improve the credit of the business. This is going to take a little while. It might take longer than I'd like it to take, to be honest. At some point, I'm going to have enough credit in order to get a loan or just buy the stuff on credit to afford the equipment that I then want to rent out to these small businesses, right? So the switchboard, the cameras, all the routers, things like that, stage lighting, video walls, microphones. Once I have that, that's when the business actually starts. But the start of the business, I don't know. That's going to be a while. Just to get to the credit up on the business. And I thought, as soon as I signed up for the business, I was like, all right, well, shit, I guess I better hurry up and learn how to do this quick because we're going to start. No, this is going to be a while. It's going to be a while before I'm able to start because, building up the credit is going to take a while. So that's where we're at. It was super fun to catch up with everybody here. For those who catch it on replay, thank you so much, Gerald, for being here. Man, I miss you guys. How are you guys doing? Open it up for questions and comments. What do you guys want to talk about?
Says there's 6 watching.
6 people watching. I'll talk about whatever I can. I'm not going to talk about too many things. I got to be careful. I don't want to get banned again. Appropriately punished. Thank you so much for corrections, Google. I appreciate that. With all of Google's help, we will be better human beings someday. If we just, follow it. Mule had a video today. He had a video from the Church of the Second Amendment. I'm going to watch that. Apparently, it was only like a minute and a half. Well, I would definitely not take any financial advice from me. I am not a financial advisor. However, I have hired a CPA, which is not an advisor. No, that's a whole separate thing. Okay. But I did hire a CPA once. Yeah. Oh man, that was money. Oh, what was that, $500? Oh. But I got a really good one in Scottsdale. So, I think most people know what Scottsdale is if they're not from Arizona. It's like the Beverly Hills of Arizona, yeah? Yeah. If you know Arizona, you've heard of Scottsdale. Anyway, I hope to see a video from Guns soon. He might have put one up already. I haven't been on YouTube in the last day or so. But Guns has been putting out a lot of great videos. Thank you so much, Guns, for putting out those videos. It's amazing. One thing I have to remember to realize is not to panic when the stock market goes down. So, I had been taking some stock tips from Guns, even though I haven't paid off my debts, just because, I like to dabble. And, you see the stock go down once in a while, and I was a little, you just got to remind yourself it's a long game, right? I've been playing silver for a while. Oh, yeah. Silver. Didn't even talk about that. I do have some silver. My silver guy retired, dude. He got burnt out. Apparently, the silver market dropped or something. He lost a super butt ton of money or whatever, and he just got out of it. So that sucks. But I used to have a silver guy and gold guy. It was the same guy. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll bother him, but I don't know. These are my steel pennies. I collect silver and gold and other coins just because. Why not? It's a poor thing. When you're poor and you don't have anything to collect. Well, you can collect coins sometimes. pennies. I started off with pennies. And that's why I have these right here. These I got from my silver guy. He actually had these. I saw them in a set. They were the nicest steel pennies I'd ever seen. So I had to buy them. They were $5 apparently. He probably cut me a deal because he was nice like that. But I like the silver. I like the coins, right? It's simple. It's real. You can hold it. I can't hold a stock. In order to get the money out of that stock, very difficult. It's very difficult to get the money out of silver too, but it's just the right amount of difficult for my liking. Right? I had been saving a lot of silver. I had been saving a lot of gold. I had about 2 ounces of gold, I think, total. And I had to get rid of it because, well, we had something come up and we had to pay for it. And it was hard, but I had to go sell all that silver and gold. And it wasn't easy, as it shouldn't be. But, I took a hit, probably. Some of it, I don't know every piece. I was buying over the years, right? So it all averages out. So I don't know exactly how much I lost technically versus how much I made, because some of it I made money on, some I lost. I don't know. But it hurt, to have to sell it. But I'm glad I had it. Glad I had it. Did it go up in value? No. But I got to hold it. I got to touch it. I got to look at it. I even got these loops now. So, right, little jeweler's loop. I love it. I love looking at it. I don't know why. Some of the intricate details on these coins are amazing. I have one of the silver eagles from the end of 75th anniversary of World War II ending. That's what it is. I got that straight from the mint. Reversed proof, super duper shiny. So shiny it's black. That's super shiny. And every once in a while I like to take it out and look at it. Oh yeah, the Chinese pandas. Yeah. So the wife has a few coins that she likes. You like the unicorns and the Queen's Beast, yes?
Yes, Queen's.
What else do you like?
I like the Australian kookaburras. I like the koalas. They're very cute. A few.
Yeah, so there's a little bit more to it than just the value, right? You're collecting it for the beauty, or at least for me anyway, right? Everybody's a little different. For me, it's a little bit of the beauty, mostly the value. I would say 90% of my collection is constitutional silver, which is, just nickels. Well, not nickels, dimes and quarters. I do have a few 1 ounce rounds, right?
Ours. Like dollars, probably.
The peace dollars are nice. Yes. We have a few Morgans. Then we had one of the zombie coins, right? The zombie, I think it's the barber. Yeah, that's a good one. So there's a little bit of fun involved with collecting the coinage, right? And when you're poor, you look for entertainment in any way you can. And having entertainment that is also going to help you financially, maybe, possibly, not so bad, right? So with me saving my pennies or me going through my pennies to see, hey, do I have that error penny that came out in 2019 that has that double stamp of the, whatever. And if I do, maybe I can get a whole bunch of money off of it. It's like our little lotto. I don't know. There's that, and I don't know. It's simple to collect. Everybody's got a coin. You can find a penny on the street. I got a penny book. I got penny books. Where is my penny book? They're probably back there. I got books for my penny collections. Right? They're like $5 for the book, and I can pop in a penny when I get it. I got my little loop, which I didn't have for a very long time. For a very long time, I didn't even have this. I just got this recently. Very cheap. Got it at Hobby Lobby for like $5. But I've been doing the coins and the coin books for a little bit, and for me, it's a little bit of fun and it's a little bit of value, right? Um, these, especially the new ones, they're worth what their face value is, and that's it. However, you'd be surprised if you find a couple nice ones and you keep them in a roll of quarters for a while. Go look up on eBay, 2000 or 1999 roll of 1999 quarters mint. I bet you it's going for more than 20 bucks. Why? Because the collectors are looking for those really good versions of the clad metal coins. Now, am I doing that? Am I going to make a lot of money off of that? No, but it's a fun little thing that doesn't cost me a lot of money. So, for one, that doesn't cost me a lot of money and I can do it on the cheap. Finding hobbies to do on the cheap. That should be its whole own subject.
Uh-huh.
Yes. How to have a hobby when you're poor. Coin collecting. There's one. Bullet reloading. Yep. Started reloading because I couldn't afford buying the bullets. What else?
Anything you can make yourself.
Yeah. All the crafting arts.
Do something that skills want to produce.
Well, that's a side hustle right there. Yeah, that's what I'm going to try to accomplish here. So we're making moves. We're definitely. I'm a little torn. The life I know versus the life I want. The life I know still not necessarily going to go down the path I think it will. Could easily go down a different path, as it probably will. The path I don't know. That's full of all sorts of financial uncertainty. I don't know. Maybe I need to talk to some people. One thing I could do, and I've been talking to Nugs about this, is to go up to Southern Indiana. Maybe once our credit is fixed and stuff like that. Which when we do get a loan, get some property up there and just stay here while we work the property up there. I don't know. Maybe we'll do that transition where I go back and forth a lot. That's why you start reloading, but now can't afford the primer. I know primers, right? Oh, I haven't even looked at powder. I have a few pounds of powder. I have like 20 pounds of powder, I think. But I just saw primers recently, and they were $10 a box. Dude, it cost me $100 to buy 1,000. Is that crazy or what? When I started reloading, I thought of that too. I was like, wow, this is great and all, but what happens when I run out of primers? Elvis Ammo. He's still technically on YouTube, I think. Go check him out. He makes his own primers. I don't know if he ever finished that video series though. I'm sure he got in trouble with YouTube. But learning how to make your own primer. What the hell, woman? What are you
I
doing?
ninja skilled.
I saw that. What are you doing?
I was trying to set my vape here and
it fell off.
and I
Okay.
caught it.
You bought 2 pounds of H4350. Was 120 bucks. Wow. 2 pounds? Isn't that normally like 60 bucks? No. I mean, it's usually like $20 a pound. $30 if it's the good stuff, right? H43. Yeah, that's that Hodgkins. Is it the Hodgkins? Forget how to pronounce it. I think I only have a few powders. I don't have very many. I never got into reloading as much as some other people did, but I reloaded 9mm like a boss. Well, I can pump out like 800 rounds an hour. I try to get into the 223, but boy, there's a lot of brass prep. The pain in the butt. Last time I got it was only 24 a pound. Yeah, that's about right. Well, that's why I liked Elvis Ammo. He was doing black powder. He was showing you how to make it. He was also showing you how to make your own primers. That's what it's going to come down to, Gerald. I hope you know how to make your own own components, because I think that's what it's going to come down to for sure. I don't know. If it comes down to that, I'm screwed, I guess. I don't know how to make the primers yet. I've seen some of the videos he made, but they look pretty dangerous. So I'm sure they're not even on YouTube anymore. If they are, whew, I don't know. They look dangerous. All right. Well, that's about an hour for me, Gerald. Thank you so much for everybody who was watching. Hit me up on the Discord. I am on Discord. If you don't know my Discord, well, shit, I should put a comment in the video about it. I have it somewhere. It's probably on my channel information. If you go to my channel, about me or something like that, right?
Yes.
It's in my about me. Go check it out. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. You know what? If I'm able, I will try to do this maybe again soon. Hopefully YouTube will still allow us to do that. Peace.